How's it going, everybody? So, it's getting to be about the end of the day here, and, well, this is new. I got tired of the deer hopping over the fence and getting into my beans and getting into my soybeans and getting into my corn, that I went and made a net. This net is just regular, you know, 1/4-inch rope. I've twisted it together with leftover pieces of wire from setting up the fence. You know, we'll see how it works in the long term, but I'm hoping it does its job. And I think that this is the spot where the deer have been coming in, but I am not 100% sure. If they've been coming in somewhere else, then I'm going to have to figure out how, which would probably involve buying a trail camera and setting it up that way. So, if you look over here, all of the sunflowers are blooming. You know, they're all huge. They're varying sizes of huge, but they're all pretty huge. I think this one topped out at about 10 feet tall. Right there. Now, tomatoes are doing very, very well. And this is what's left of the soybeans. Like I was saying, a deer came through and just munched them. And came through over here and ate all of the regular beans. So that's going to be an ongoing issue. I've got to keep the deer out so that I don't have issues losing half my crops to a lazy deer that doesn't want to forage, they just want to get the easy meal. Now here we've got sorghum. Sorghum is doing fairly well for the soil it was planted in. There's some taller ones over there and over there, but it's setting up seed heads, which will mean I'll have some seeds to plant next year. And over here, no, it doesn't look like much right now, but all of this has been seeded. It's all tilled up, mixed in with chicken, rabbit manure, straw, all of that. It's all mixed in, and it was tilled around this plum tree. This plum tree should shoot up next year because it's going to have a whole lot more nutrients than it did this year. But I have 3 different types of beets. 2 of them are for feed for animals. The giant yellow Eckendorfs are planted right here. There are sugar beets planted over there. And then there's a couple of lines right by that 2x4 of, I think they're golden beets. We have cabbage right about there. And there are some snow peas right there. There's a few other things planted here and there, but I don't remember what they are right now. Oh, I've got to go through and harvest some tomatoes. My neighbors seem to really enjoy me growing tomatoes because, well, I have too many tomatoes and I end up giving them away. You know, I went to fair, I think last weekend, or weekend before last, and took a look at all the all the pigs that they had there. And Kevin is smaller. Kevin's younger than the pigs at the fair. But Kevin's not much smaller, so I think I'm doing something right there. He smells bad though. The goats are doing okay. I'm going to be setting up the electric fence so that they can go through and eat down all of the brush here soon. I think I'm going to work on that tomorrow. I might have to go through and buy more insulators so that I can run electric fence all the way around so that they will mow that all down. The only part about setting up the electric fence that's going to be a little awkward is going to be protecting the blackberries and the raspberries from the goats, because blackberries and raspberries are a favorite treat of theirs. They're going to be munching on manzanita, sagebrush, small oaks, and hopefully they will help me clear out all of this brush so that I can go through and plant berries, plant more crops, all that stuff. You know, even dairy goats can be useful as clearing land. I had to give them a snack because they were just getting too loud. I've got to get one of my friends over when he's not so busy and we can go through and clear out some trees, because that stand over there, you know, between myself and the fence, and a lot of the pines in here are all going to get dropped so that I don't have as much issue with acid being added to the soil. I don't have as much issue with my crops getting shaded out. I leave the oaks because, you know, for the time being, the oaks are beneficial. You know, at the very least, they're something that I can break off a limb and give it to the goats as a treat. And once they're done with that, then they've got more stuff to clear, and hopefully they take to the electric fence. Well, they don't like it, but they respect it, so that I can minimize the fire dangers on the property. I can make it so that, you know, the environment around here is healthier. Well, with all the fires this year, everybody's very conscious about the fire load and the fire hazards. So, that's all I got for today. Y'all have fun. Bye.